Right, Aquarius. It's your time to shine, baby. So entering July. Entering July. For some of you guys, I was picking up on rude awakening. Somebody's having a rude awakening. It's like they ain't laughing anymore. For some of you guys, you stayed away. Maybe you're, I was gonna say following orders. You're obeying the universe, but you could have been dealing with somebody that, they were trying to, I'm hearing, ruin your reputation or mess with your reputation. This is somebody that could have came after you, but this is not a person that, confronted you. They could have been hiding behind somebody else. This is maybe somebody that was trying to, you know, destroy you. They hope, but boundaries, maybe they tested your boundaries. Mm-hmm. It says, I am worthy and deserving of setting and maintaining boundaries that serve me. The angels want you to remember, if you keep prioritizing the needs of others and ignoring your own, then things might fall apart. For once, love yourself and do things that please you, no matter what others may say. See? For some of you guys, yeah, you could have been giving a lot of love to this particular person, or look, self-love. You could have been, you could have been dealing with somebody that was, they had hidden agendas. Is what I'm picking up. This person, with you kind of putting them first. If this was somebody that you were involved with, they said romantically, or even, it could be friendship. This person could have been stonewalling you. It's like out of the blue, you didn't know what the hell was going on. Maybe they didn't want to give you clarity. There was something, there was a betrayal that was coming that you didn't see. Look, rebirth, and it could have transformed you. Now, for some of you guys, like I said earlier, it's almost like they wanted to destroy you or ruin your reputation. I mean, that's like kind of destroying you. But I'm picking up on some energy. This, you're dealing with somebody that now is terrifying. I'm feeling like they're terrified if you finding out. And for some of you guys, you already know, but they're terrified that if you're gonna take revenge on them, or this could be somebody that's dodging you, avoiding you. Like I said, this is somebody that, they had a hidden agenda. Mm-hmm. But look, with this calm and pay attention, they're paying attention to you, all right, is what I'm hearing. But I mean, you might be paying attention more to them, or whichever way. It's almost like they can feel the heat. Like before, you could have been a person that you could have had trust for this particular person, so you weren't paying no, you weren't expecting no betrayal, you weren't expecting nothing, you know, and they could see you calm and just paying attention to them. It's almost like, I'm getting this download right now. It's almost like a rat inside of a cage of a snake tank. Like if you have a snake tank, it's like the mouse is paying attention, and you could be the snake, vice versa, however it may fit with you. However it may resonate, and you're calm and you're just paying attention to this particular person or whatever it is. But they're kind of terrified. When is the snake gonna strike? For a lot of you guys, look, with patience, I'm telling you, there's something about your patience. You're not saying a lot. And look, honestly, you like Aquarius, if this is not you, this is the other person. Not all Aquarius are gonna be on this level. Not all of them. That's what I keep hearing. This might not resonate with you, but look, you did the healing. For some of you guys, maybe time has passed by, and they're wondering, or they thought, nothing was gonna happen. But for a lot of you guys, you're doing your healing. It's like you gave it to God, and divine timing is at play, is what I'm hearing. So you're being patient. And then with this honesty, it says you the angels ask you, offer your true self up to the world and search for the truth. Act upon the truth and tell the truth, even though it may not make you popular. Say what you think and think what you say. So you could have some people worried about you talking your side of the story. Because I'm picking up for a lot of you guys, you have a lot of gratitude, you know. And then with this, it's like I can relate. For this is kind of making sense for a lot of you guys. You know, you're waiting on God to vindicate you. It says right there. Now, for some of you guys, it's you speaking up. It's almost when God tells you, okay, ahora sí, and you're going to do it maybe as a testimony. This is going to bring some confidence. It's like you're going to stand with confidence. It's not even about revenge. Mm-hmm. It's about decluttering. For these people who are already gone, you see how they're being raised? I don't know if they're going to heaven, though. But for a lot of you guys, I'm picking up the way you're gonna come across this, and it's they're gonna get their karma. Nobody gets, you know, it's not like karma's gonna forget. And some of you guys could have been worried. Y'all could have been dealing with life or death situation. And I've been picking up in the last few days. As a matter of fact, last night, you know, were black magic. So for some of you guys, you're getting this clarity. You're getting this clarity. I'm picking up on the symptoms, the way a person was acting, and you're like disappointed. You're like, whoa. And people are probably starting to see on the outside without you even having to move a finger, because they're putting two to two. It's almost like if they were doing magic, they were doing magic to bind other people in your, whether it's a family, whether it's a business, whether it's, like I said, reputation. It could have been a whole group for them to see you in a different way. But come to think about it, people are starting to see this person actually was wanting to steal from you. For a lot of you guys, you didn't die. You didn't go to jail. And you chose peace, and you've been choosing peace, and people are looking. Because if they were in your shoes, they would have took action in a different way. But whatever you're doing, Aquarius, it's got them looking bad. It's almost like the tables are turning, and God has an amazing way, is what I'm going to tell you. His plan is perfect. It says to make the most of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance. Plan your days so as to reach maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you, and you're capable of achieving a lot without a plan. You risk wasting precious time. So, Aquarius, get your ass moving, because for some of you guys, you know, you're going to have to take a breathe and take that leap of faith. Whatever the universe is guiding you to do, whether it's to speak up, and now is your moment. For some of you guys, you're going to speak up about this person that possibly teamed up against you. They came up against you. It doesn't make sense. Like, either they were taking from you, they did something that doesn't make sense. These two people could have teamed up together. Whether it's like I said, I don't know. For some of you guys, it could have affected you. But you're being calm, and the way you're going to operate, the way you're going to deal with the situation, these people, like, if the karma, what they put out, they're about to receive. So that's why you're being asked, you know, with your honesty, speak, you know, your truth is what I'm picking up. Let's see, what do we got for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart? For some of you guys, you need to be calling your energy back, or you have, and that's when everything's going to start to, I don't know, but they said July the 4th is like with a bang. It's like all of a sudden, and it's getting closer and closer to a certain date for this person. Maybe there's a repeated theme. Maybe there was something they did on a particular date around this month. It's almost like the devil is creeping up. I don't know. Look, you could be in separation with this particular person, and they're doubting like a motherfucker, lonely, negativity, not hopeful. This is somebody that's not content. This is somebody that caused a separation. Now, for some of you guys, this is going to get deep. It doesn't make sense how the separation happened, and maybe it's something still operating. Either way, for a lot of you guys, since you didn't seek revenge, you could be on your own. You could be in this energy. Wish, fulfillment, success, achievement. There's something new that you're doing, Aquarius, and you could be separated. And it's almost like you didn't touch, I guess, a certain field, industry. You just moved in a different direction. You were God is sending you. But there's something about this separation with letting go. And look, we're in perfect time, the summertime timing card. I hear the clock is ticking. Maybe for some of you guys, these people had plenty of time to make it right. Now, for some of you guys, if it's If it's somebody else behind the scene, you know, like, I don't know, I heard exploitation, or you know, where they're exploiting somebody, like they're trying to you know, where they hold people up. And your higher self, look, these two cards, the sun card, this could be a Leo, the strength. You've had the strength with your higher self, the activation. Look, this is kind of crazy. We have water and sun, fire and water. But look, the strength, empowerment. And look, south node, Aquarius. This could mean you need to get out of your south node. But I'm thinking that where I'm picking up, most likely, look, I'm telling you, there's something about this family foundation with this comfort zone. And look, your intuition is on point. Jupiter's going to help you take action, and it has to do with inner child. For some of you guys, look, it had to do with a foundation. I don't know. I keep picking up if there was somebody that affected you moving forward. Like all of a sudden you were acting crazy. I'm telling you that there was, you know, God placed these videos that about symptoms that I had to sit back and I was like, fuck, I remember that. And it's crazy because for some of you guys, you have a person that instead of running to their family, they were running to yours. And that's kind of weird. If for some of you guys, if you were going crazy with the love spells or whatever spell they could have put on you. That's why I heard rude awakening. It doesn't make sense. Who? I mean, you would think they would hide with their side of the family is what I'm hearing, but there's something is off. Look, reflecting and shadow side. Look, closed off. This is a person that is closed off. I'm telling you, I heard stone wall, or what is it called? Where they don't talk to you. They give you this cold silent. All of a sudden, you don't have closure or nothing. That's manipulation. This person could have caused. It's like they were manipulating. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising anywhere in your chart, or it could be somebody you're dealing with. Either way, it's almost like a group effort, is what I'm hearing. And if they put you in you know, manipulation where you didn't know from what, I don't know. I keep getting this confusion. It's almost like they plotted on you. There's some kind of conspiracy behind it. This is out of pride. This is right here, pride. They were resisting. For some of you guys, if you were wanting to head in a different direction, like you wanted out of this relationship, this could have been, you know, to bind you. And if you research on some kind of those kind of magic and all that, it's almost people go crazy, and they could have set you up. And for some of you guys, it's this is around you. This is something that is starting. People are starting to put, like, they're starting to say, I heard aha moments. Like, wait, that ain't right. This over here. So, you know, it's becoming, for some of you guys, I heard it's even a dirty ass cop that's involved. They could have been, you know, trying to I don't know, like if they're the fucking Italian mob or something, you know, but it's police. They're not getting it. They're being investigated. Look, they're being watched. For some of you guys, if it's the police, they're already being watched. Look. So if they did something to hurt you or your family or something, look, they're already being watched. Look, with the renewal, these cards are upside down. Look, and there's fears and illusion. You're about to get the clarity. Look, they were putting a facade. They just didn't make. If there was somebody that was taking advantage of you or your family, or they caused this separation, you let go and you gave it to God. If God is for you, who could be against you? But just know, for some of you guys, they're being watched. This could be, you know, the feds, the laws, or this could be big. You know, it's like God is about to flip the script on these motherfuckers. But if it was a, you know, with the separation, it's two rings. It's almost like, you know, somebody didn't want you to have your freedom. You're gonna know if this is your story, because for a lot of you guys, you're not with this person. For a lot of you guys, you're separated. You haven't. You could be totally out the loop. For a lot of you guys, you're MIA. You're totally doing something totally different. Is what I'm hearing. Look, the truth is gonna come out. You're not seeing things. Is what I'm hearing. So for a lot of you guys, if you're in the situation where you feel like you can't move forward, they're telling you to keep pushing forward, to let go of the situation, to let God can handle it better. For a lot of you guys, especially if you were dealing around this time, this could have happened in the past, around this time where you were, you weren't being yourself, you weren't yourself, or right now you're not yourself, and they want you to breathe, they want you to relax, they want you to let go, whatever you're thinking, whatever confusion you're dealing with. Just know that it's not real, it's an illusion. If you don't understand why you're going after this person, why, you sit back, relax, align with God, the universe. If you feel that everybody's turning against you, this is your message. Look, intimacy. It could be about intimacy. You're like, fuck, why am I with this person? You don't know. It could be a man if you're a woman, it could be a man or two that you don't even know. For some of you guys, you know them, but you're not supposed to be with this person. This could be a friend of your person, or a friend of a family. It could be an uncle. It could be something. It's just somebody you just don't know. They could have threw something in your food, or for some of you guys, it could be an enemy from your person. It could be another woman that's jealous that wants your person. It says you may be resisting growth due to fear of change, leading to stagnation and lack of progress. Some of you guys, you're just meant to move forward, and the universe is telling you it's over. Muévele, move, para adelante. Let God handle the situation. Look, a friend may be experiencing difficulties or growing apart. More communication or boundaries may be needed. Issues with intimate relationships are causing confusion or disappointment. Emotional distance or unspoken needs may be present. But how? For some of you guys, I'm telling you, you could be dealing with something like that. Look, desires, but there's no adventures. There's fear of failure. For some of you guys, this person it's like you're seeing somebody move on, and with somebody, and you're like, wait a minute, and nobody's paying attention. This is for you. Now, I'm picking up on for some of you guys, you've already passed this level, this phase. It says your family sabotaged you to control you. So that may resonate with you. Yeah, you could have had. Now, for some of you guys, if you wanted to leave a relationship, and it's almost like they didn't want you to leave, they were forcing it. And you see that a lot in the Latin community. I mean, they're too worried. Oh, ¿qué van a pensar? What are they gonna think? Now, for some of you guys, you could be the one that brings in the cheese. For some of you guys, you have wealth. For some of you guys, people are going to start to see, okay, this person took off with this person, but it's almost like they stole from you. There was no fair situation, it wasn't fair. Look, there's no shortcuts. Now, for some of you guys with this family, if this was siblings trying to, cut you out of an inheritance, for some of you guys, it could have been, to cut you out complete. Like, for reals. They wanted to take shortcuts. They wanted to take your stuff. Remember it said group effort. So there's somebody that, they tried to take shortcuts. This could be your ex, and this could be a sibling. This could be a whole family. They wanted to, to live off of your shit. For some of you guys, if you could have been almost incarcerated. For some of you guys, if you have an ex, they could have even, put black magic on your family, your sister, your brother, whoever, your relative. Because that's kind of strange, how would they ruin a whole, that was the bread and butter. No, but it's something weird, but it's going to come out to the light. Some of you guys, look, your success, your stability is more important. So don't focus on the past. Let God handle that situation, and then focus on what God has for you. Creating financial abundance. Some of you guys are good at that. But if you keep focusing on oh my God, this and that. You're gonna you're gonna cause delays. It says, I know exactly what I need to do. Now, this could be these people, this person that did you wrong. Focus on what you love to do, bitch. And this is what for some of you guys, I love to be a fucking detective. Some of you guys are you're gonna find out exactly who it is, and I'm telling you, somebody's terrified. Whoever this person that teamed up, or they're terrified about you knowing or when you're gonna come back. Loves your sexy ass smile. Social media. For some of you guys, you have somebody new. This could be somebody new. This could be somebody you were leaving your person for. I'm picking up. It says you're done with the past. Where is the new? Now, some of you Aquarius, this is what I'm talking about. Some of you guys, vámonos a la chingada. What the hell? You don't, man. You don't want that. There's a, I'm all about forgiveness. Straight up about forgiveness. I can forgive and let go, but there's some kind of betrayals, baby. You cannot come back. And I feel that you're going through this, or you're dealing with this, or you're the person. It could go either way. There's some betrayals that you cannot, they're hard. And these people know it, is what I'm picking up. They know exactly what they need to do. And for some of you guys like me, I pray every day. I say, God, allow these people to, to come right here in front of me, to publicly, fix whatever they did. And, but most importantly, I tell God, put them in front of me. Por favor. You can do it better, but still, it says right here, I know exactly what I need to do. So for a lot of you guys, your person, look, it says communication is number one. And it could be the communication. They could fix it, but they're trying to drag it on. For some of you guys, if they're still trying to do magic, it's going to backfire. Stay hungry, bitch. So for a lot of you guys, you're being asked to keep pushing forward. And look, the resentment will only rob you of happiness. Telling you, I don't know if that's you or your other person, but I see you guys moving forward. You have somebody that wants to come towards you. And Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, anywhere you chart, they can see you focus. You're focused. For some of you guys, you're focused on moving forward. We're going to give you these affirmations, okay? Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. Don't forget to call your energy back, okay? And just trust in God's timing. This one flew out. Yeah, it says right here, I choose to show up fiercely. They're afraid. And pursue wealth with passion every day. I would say that, man. I choose to show up fiercely and pursue wealth with passion every day. These people are going to pay karmic debt to you. Like it says, I attract wealth while doing what I love. So for some of you guys, here's the deal, man. For some of you guys, do you have a passion, like whatever God places you to do? Because I'm picking on some of you guys, you trust God. Maybe you weren't as trusting. You might have had a little bit of trust, but this karmic lesson, whatever you went through, man, all my advice that I could tell you is don't take nothing personal. You came here to overcome your situation, no matter how harsh it could be. Forgive, let go, and forget. Like, bye. Learn it. Because for some of you guys, you could be in every right to handle up on your own. However, the blessing comes greater from God. Forgive, let go, and forget. Vámonos, let God handle them. So you obviously you love what you do, and you put a lot of passion. And I'm picking up on somebody, either you or somebody you're about to connect with. They have this vibration of love, meaning they attract love. Once you feel like if you're not resentful, you don't have this greed, this hatred, you'll attract. Your ambition could attract a little bit of abundance, wealth. But when you in love and you help and you uplift and you, especially when you're generous to lift others, to get them on their purpose, man, it comes to you easily and effortlessly. So for some of you guys, you may, if this is not you, you have somebody that's coming and it's almost like you're going to meet this person and it's going to be like fun. easily and effortlessly. That's the plan, I heard. So that's what I got for you. Just patience and just go with the flow. It says, do the healing. Aquarius, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. Look, relax. It's coming to you easily and effortlessly. For some of you guys, maybe you get the apology. Hit the like button, share, subscribe.